Hi, I'm Melissa Anderson with the JFK Living team, brokered by Keller Williams Cherry Hill. And today we're going to talk about solar. Some people love it, some people don't understand it, and some people hate it. So let's talk about how it affects either the home buying or the home selling process here in the state of New Jersey. So I have solar on my home. It is a loan, and we have decided that it was best for us because we have a pool, we have different things, and we are going to be here for a very long time. This is my forever home. Now, when you're a seller, you want to consider, where are you at with your solar? Do you own it outright? If you do, it's very easy to transfer ownership at the time of settlement from yourself to the new owners. If it's a loan, keep in mind that the buyer of the property will have to apply for credit to assume the loan that you have already on the solar. With that being said, sometimes some sellers will pay off the solar at the time of settlement. You have to determine if you have SRECs, those energy credits. If those are still available, you're going to want to cash those out before you sell. And then the remaining years left will be transferred to the new buyers. Keep in mind that not everyone thinks solar is a good idea. So the most tricky part of solar is when it's a leased system. There are many different leases out there, and so sometimes the terms, conditions, all of those different things, you really need to take that into consideration, especially if you're on the buy side. If you're on the sell side as a seller, you need to get as much information together for potential buyers as you possibly can. You don't want the solar lease to be a detriment. Get together your utility bills. What is your monthly payment to the solar lease company? How much are you generating? Are you generating enough kilowatts to cover your actual usage? So there's a lot that goes into a lease. Now remember, same thing with a lease. The buyer of the property is going to have to apply for credit with the solar leasing company to assume the lease. Now, there are some leases that say that upon transfer of ownership, the solar panels can be removed for a charge. So that may be an option that's available. But as a seller, you want to get together as much information as you possibly can so that the buyers know exactly what they're getting into. And as agents, we really need to educate ourselves about solar, how it works, the different programs available, and making sure that our sellers are giving all of the information up front. We have a solar addendum here in the state of New Jersey, and it has been added to the seller's disclosure as well, because there's a lot of different things that go into it. For example, here in the state of New Jersey, you get a tax credit for installation of solar on your primary residence. So some homeowners will take that tax credit and apply it towards the principal balance of their loan. Others will take the tax credit and put it in their bank account. So that's a question that I like to ask sellers when I see a home with solar is, did you apply your tax credit to your loan balance? Or does that mean that we now still have 20 years left on the loan? When in actuality, if they had applied the credit, you could have like 6 years left. So it does make a big difference, as do the energy credits. So with a lease system, you do not normally get the energy credits, which we call SRECs. Those are typically going to the leasing company. So just keep that in mind, that those may not be available on a lease system. So there's a lot of information out there about solar. There's a lot of different programs. So you want to make sure you do your due diligence and ask the correct questions when you're selling a home with solar and when you're thinking of purchasing a home with solar. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, Melissa Anderson, at 609-304-4855. And make sure you subscribe to my channel for more listing videos, area videos, business spotlights, and education that you can use.